Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters. Today we are going to look at how the Muslims won their first major battle in the history of Islam, the Battle of Badr. This event happened in the year 624 CE, about 13 years before the Prophet Muhammad's ultimate victory in Mecca. The story begins with the Prophet Muhammad and his companions migrating from Mecca to Medina. In Medina, they faced persecution and were outnumbered by their enemies who wanted them dead or alive. Despite this, the Muslims were very hopeful that God would help them. The turning point came when the Muslims received news that a large Meccan caravan carrying lots of goods was on its way to Medina. This caravan belonged to Abu Sufyan, who was a leader of the Quraysh tribe and a staunch enemy of the Prophet Muhammad. The Muslims saw this as an opportunity to get their hands on some much-needed supplies, so they decided to intercept the caravan. When Abu Sufyan got wind of the Prophet's plan, he sent out a larger force to stop them. It was led by his uncle, Hamid ibn Mughira, who was eager to kill the Prophet. The battle that ensued is now known as the Battle of Badr. The Muslim army consisted of around 310 men, while the polytheists had around 1,000, making it a battle between a small but motivated army and a larger, more powerful one. Despite being outnumbered, the Muslims were confident in their cause. They knew that they were fighting for the one true God against those who rejected him. The battle was fierce, but the Muslims fought bravely. The Prophet Muhammad led from the front, showing courage and determination. He also prayed for guidance and strength, reminding his companions of the promise of God's help. Slowly but surely, the Muslims began to gain the upper hand. They fought with conviction and determination, knowing that their faith and survival were at stake. In the end, the Muslim army emerged victorious, thanks to the bravery of its soldiers and the power of their belief in God. The Battle of Badr was a turning point in the early history of Islam. It was a victory not just for the Muslims, but for all those who believe in the power of faith. So what can we learn from this story? We learn that no matter how difficult the situation may seem, we should never lose faith in God. The Muslims were outnumbered and facing a powerful enemy, but they knew that they had the support of God. So they fought with courage and determination and ultimately emerged victorious. We also learned that we should always be prepared to defend our faith. The Prophet Muhammad and his companions were willing to sacrifice everything to protect their belief in God. And we too should be ready to stand up for our faith, no matter what the cost may be. Finally, we learn that God helps those who believe in him. The Muslims won the Battle of Badr not because they were stronger or more numerous, but because they had faith in God. So if we believe in God and have faith in his promise, then we can be sure that he will help us in our time of need. May the peace and blessings of God be upon you all.